That was just the greatest win I've ever seen, and Donte Divincenzo owns the Philadelphia 76ers. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest Playoff Recap. We just beat the Philadelphia 76ers in one of the most exciting moments I have ever experienced as a New York Knicks fan. In case you missed the game because you were doing something else more important, nothing's more important. Literally nothing in your life is more important than this Knicks game. And this recap. Donte Divincenzo came up huge. Jalen Brunson hit a key three. Essentially what went down is the Knicks were down by 4 points. Kyle Lowry goes to the free throw line, hits the first one, misses the second one. Knicks storm down the court. Jalen Brunson hits a three that gets a good bounce. Kawhi bounce, you might say. Too soon, Philly? Too soon? But look, after that, Knicks force Tyrese Maxey to turn the ball over. They kick it out to Divincenzo. He misses. Isaiah Hartenstein comes up with it, kicks it back out. Divincenzo hits, and then Hartenstein gets a block, finish it off with some OG free throws, and the Knicks win by 3. One of the greatest games I've ever seen. Donte Divincenzo balled out. Look, he had a rough first game, but he is back. But also, guys, more importantly, the MVP of this game, Josh Hart, went for 21, put up 15 rebounds in the process, went 4 for 7 from 3. Hey, man, I should have said put up 15 rebounds on the process. Processing still, not processing a ring this year. The New York Knicks take home court. Now, I live a few blocks from MSG, and if you can't hear outside, then I'm doing something right with my audio, but it is loud out here. The New York Knicks just protected home court. They just sent Philly packing for them now to have to win 4 games in 6 out of 6. I don't think Philly's winning 2 games out of 2. Jalen Brunson had another bad game. Look what happens. The Knicks still win anyway. The big fear is that the New York Knicks could not win without Brunson playing well. And I do have to say, part of that is Philadelphia is having an excellent defensive scheme on Jalen Brunson. But you can't keep forcing other guys to beat you because they just beat you twice. This was an absurd game. I think we all had the same reaction. When DiVincenzo hit that three, and then when Hartenstein got that block, I began to lose my voice screaming. I started to run around my apartment and slipped and almost completely slammed into a wall. Now, am I concussed from doing that? No, because I didn't hit that wall. Is my throat dying because I've been screaming for the last 30 minutes? You betcha. Look, I don't even know fully. I'm just going to talk about this game. I don't really know how to respond, but I can't just not post something right now. Look, Dario told me to mention that Jalen Brunson has to get it together, and he is right. Jalen Brunson has to get it together, but it's not just on him. It's also on the fact that Philly's playing an excellent brand of defense against them, and the Knicks are going to have to adjust if they want to go far in the playoffs. But right now, things look great. They're winning without Brunson playing well. If they can do that to Philly, who going in to this playoffs, I believe had the second or third best odds to go to the NBA Finals. Philly is not a real 7th seed. They're a 3 seed dressed up as a 7th seed. And the New York Knicks are giving them a beating. I'll be honest, if you're Philly, you have no momentum going home right now. You have 0 going for you. You thought you were going to have the momentum after winning game 2, going home to Philly saying, we got home court now. Nope. Don't choke, Philly. Too late. Too late. Now, yeah, Philly can obviously come back and win this series. Then I'd look really stupid on the internet. But I've also said a bunch of stuff that already makes me look stupid on the internet. So what do I care? I don't. Also, Philly, look, the Knicks had the right scheme involved. Look, Joel Embiid is going to put up 30 points. Is he going to do it efficiently? No, as he rarely ever does in the playoffs. Joel Embiid in the playoffs shoots around 44% from the field and in the 20s for 3. Joel Embiid's been historically inefficient in the playoffs. Tyrese Maxey balled out while being sick. Almost put up a triple-double. Was literally 1 rebound shy. But the Knicks didn't let anyone else beat them. Only one other guy was in double figures. It was Tobias Harris, who took more shots than points made. And I always say that's a benchmark for a really inefficient game. And Kyle Lowry didn't have his greatest game. Nick Batum showed fourth quarter. Why the hell would Batum be in? Paul Reed. We're an easy matchup, aren't we, Paul Reed? We're a real easy matchup. We're who they wanted. The Knicks are who the 76ers wanted. They wanted to play us in the first round. You got your wish. What did I say at the time? That quote can make you look real dumb. Almost as dumb as I usually look on the internet. Starting to look a little bad, aren't you? Look, guys, really, the Knicks up 2-0, especially with Brunson being bad, is a great sign going into future series. We don't know the health of Giannis Antetokounmpo. We don't know if the Pacers can actually play defense. And if they can't, they're probably going to lose to Milwaukee, and the Knicks might have to go up against Giannis, but also maybe not, depending on injuries, depending on all that stuff. And they also have to finish this series. I know it's exciting. I know we just won 2 games, but both of these games have been incredibly close, and there's been a long period of time in each game where the Knicks have been down. The Knicks still have to go in there. They have to punch Philly in the mouth in Game 3. Kick Philly while they're down. They have no momentum going into this game. The fans are going to try to give it back to them. The Knicks cannot start slow in Philly. They started slow these first 2 games. They've gone down double digits early on in both 2 games. Now, did they win both games? Absolutely. But you don't want to do that on the road because you don't have the crowd to help you get back into it. You're now getting heckled. It's a different ball game. You're on the road. You're not staying in your own home anymore. You're in a hotel. Your routine gets a little different. That is something the Knicks need to be ready for. They can't let Philly get an early jump on them, because if they do in Philadelphia, the Knicks absolutely could lose the next 2 games, and then we got a series once again. The Knicks need to win Game 3. The same way they need to win Game 2, they need to win Game 3. The reason they need to win Game 3 is because Philly's not coming back from that. There's going to be a game this series, I guarantee you, where Joel Embiid gets 50 points just trying to will Philadelphia to literally anything good. And when that happens, the Knicks will probably lose that game. The Knicks can then probably win the next game because Joel Embiid's entire leg might explode or his eyes might fall out. Clearly something's going on with Joel Embiid's eyes. Also, his left knee is messed up. The Knicks have this series. They have Philadelphia by the throat. They have to kill. They cannot wait. They cannot extend this series longer than it has to be. That would be a massive error, though I don't think they're going to. The Knicks don't go away. I mean, down 5 points with 35 seconds to go. A bunch of people turned off their TVs. I was sitting there, hands over my face like this, and I'm just like, oh my God, 1-1, going back to Philly. Damn. And the other night, Dariel texted me saying it's going to be a 7-game series, to which I disagreed with. But, if the Knicks lost that game, I was like, oh, yeah, Dariel was absolutely right. And the Knicks should have lost that game. But they do not quit. They are the mentally stronger team. They need to use that in Philly, or things could go bad. But look, I understand most of you probably are going to go online and watch Side Talk, and I actually sat next to the dude who created Side Talk in 9th grade history class. Good dude, his name's Jack. But Jack, give me a job. He's not going to see this. But look, guys, for real, great win. Another one in the books. Knicks are now up 2-0. They go to Philly for 2 games. They got to win at least one of these. Get that series done in 4 to 5 games. Get it together, sir. I know you can. I know you will. The Knicks need you badly. If Brunson starts playing well in series, then the Knicks are going to win early. I almost used this as a microphone instead, and then I actually did do it. Wow. But look, if Brunson gets it together pretty soon in Philadelphia, the Knicks will end this thing in 4 or 5 the most. They need to get this one done, get some rest, get moving, keep going, take it 1 game at a time. That's 2 down, 14 to go. You know I'm talking about the NBA Finals. 16 teams, 16 games to win. New York Knicks are getting it done. I'm out.